Hey y'all, Chance Priest here. Priest Toy Safari. I dropped that in the last one I did. I just noticed. Priest Toy Safari episode 60 something. It'll all get put down. Victory Comics LLC, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Priest Monsters, Aliens, Superheroes on Facebook. Oh, also Chance's Toy Collection on Instagram. I don't know, man. There's so many of them. And anyway, so it's all set. Anyway, I piled up a bunch of stuff and it's all Toho. Because I was like, man, I keep coming across a tub of Toho monsters. So, you know, I thought, man, this would be a good time. It's rare that I have a whole bunch of one thing in one spot to do a video that's like, where I can just say, hey, Toho monster video. So anyway, but I got that right now. And so I'm going to start that up, crank it up. Anyway, y'all come see us, come visit. Man, I got lots of videos. I'm trying to make more. It ain't happening. I mean, I'm covered up. I've got so much going on. But I'm trying to make more videos to show off more collection. It'll just have to come. It'll just have to naturally flow because it's like that time of my life, you know, just super busy. To start with, I have one of my absolute favorite toys I own. And he is one of my favorite Hedera Smog Monster. And he's the Marmot Vinyl Paradise. He's blue. I want a yellow one. I don't have yellow. I do have Pinky Doo. And I guess that's the full-blown pink, I guess, right? Anyway, I know there's 4 or 5 or 6 or something, maybe 5 of these. I love them. That's my favorite Hedera sculpt, favorite everything. So that's I love that. Let's see, I've got, here we go. I got a Mechagodzilla, and I don't know, he's a bull mark. I have my trusty glasses here, so I'm ready. And he's the one that has a head, you know, that pops off, and you can see the robotic brain. Okay.
I'm gonna check the 30.
Okay, I'm making a video, so. Okay. Used to, I never got interrupted in these. Now it's like an everyday thing. Anyway, but you know, I never cut these things. I don't do no production. I just shoot a little video, and there's, you get what you get. So, anyway, I like that thing, man. I thought that was pretty cool. This guy here is I'm really ready with my glasses here. Little Marmot 2003. I don't know what that thing came with, but man, that little Gigan is just cool as heck. Isn't that neat? Little, I don't know, 4-incher. Doesn't have movable arms and legs or nothing. Gigan's always been one of my favorite dudes. Love him. I don't know. Toho is like, I don't know. I always say that Gamera is my favorite. You know, he really is. But I mean, you just grew up since you're a little kid watching all these Godzilla movies, and I mean, the characters are like family, right? I mean, to me they are. It's just like I know them so well. And I don't really like the stuff that came out in the 90s and all that. I mean, I like it okay, but I mean, I can't compare it to the old stuff. There's no comparison to me. Not any comparison. It's lacking the fun, the campiness, the weirdness. I don't know, the uniqueness of the old stuff. So there is a Megalon. And it's hard to not say, Godzilla versus Megalon isn't one of my favorites because I love Megalon and I love Jet Jaguar and I love the whole damn thing, so I like the Godzilla from there. And anyway, and I know Godzilla got hokey in a bunch of these, but man, I don't know. I always try to think which is my favorite one, and there's a cool little Megalon. I don't even know what he is. Maybe bear model? Anyway, he's a good looking little dude. Got a real tall, his antenna, whatever, is nice and tall. He's got nice bright colors. So this is not a official one. This is a bootleg Mechagodzilla. Just a good old Chinese bootleg. He's been up on my shelf for, gosh, I can just think of the years I've seen him up there. And anyway, he looks good. I really like him. He's very close. They got real close on him. He's neat. Here is a little glow-in-the-dark Gigan. Marmot, I'm sure. I don't even have to look, really. Yeah, nice Gigan. 3 fins. I always say, you put organics and you put, robotics and organics and cybernetics and all that stuff into something, and you really hung me with something. And that's the way I look at Gigan. He's got the buzz saws and the the laser deals and all that stuff. I love that, man. This is a little y'all don't even know. I wish I would have been filming things and stuff for so much of my collection, because I'm like everybody else. I don't have enough money to keep all this stuff. I have to, I get it in. I have to decide what I'm gonna keep, what I'm gonna sell. I'll go through old tubs, and I have to make my decisions. And I used to have, I probably had 300 or 400 different Godzillas. Ain't no lie, it's nuts. And then every monster, it just had every color, every one, and I just went nuts on all of them. And then I was like, man, there's so many monsters to collect. I'm passing up on all this other cool stuff because I want 5 colors of that one sculpt. So then I said, I'm keeping one color of that sculpt, and I'm gonna pick my favorite, and I gotta let the rest of them go. Of course, you'll see a couple of doubles, but so it's a shame I didn't take photographs or video. It's like I've been a private collector my whole life, never wanted to show anybody anything. This is all, new to the last 2.5 years or so. So anyway, cool little Godzilla I decided to keep out of the gazillions that I had, the gazillions of Godzillas. And he's a little marmot parrot baby one, and I love that. I mean, if you see me with a Godzilla, it's because I love it, Looks like I'm Gigan heavy here. So this is a marmot. No, this is a Marson. I just know it is. Marson. Flying Ghidra. Gigan. Flying Gigan. Glow in the dark. We have a big football game. My kids have a big football game tonight, and it's regionals, championships and stuff. So there's other stuff flying in my brain. I mean, like there's not always other stuff flying in my brain, but you know what I mean. It's got me thinking. All of a sudden, it just popped into my head. Look, god damn. I mean, I love this Titanosaurus like crazy. I mean, I love that sucker. That pinkish, reddish. Oh, and his tongue sticking out a little bit. He's a marmot. Oh man, I used to have because I love Titanosaurus. Man, whipping up them dang twisters and stuff. Oh my gosh, love that dude. Yeah, because here's a Marson flying Mechagodzilla. So I got the flying Ghidra and I got the flying Mechagodzilla. And there's a million people out there that know 10 times more about this stuff than me. They can tell you the year it come out, the number. I've never been interested in any of that. I'm interested in shelf candy. Things that I look at and my heart I fall in love with, and I want the heck out of it so bad. And when I got it, there it is. I don't care. I don't care if it's worth $1,000. I don't care if it's worth a dollar bill. It all goes on the same shelf with all the stuff I love. None of that matters to me. Granted, when you go to sell it, yeah, you want to get what you got in it, make a little money, lose a little money, who knows? But you got, that's when money comes into play. But other than that, for me, it don't, because I mean, y'all probably know I give way too much for stuff I just can't find. And when I have it, I don't care, that's what I gave. I don't care what it's worth, I don't care if I get people all the time saying, well, I can find those for $50 somewhere. And I'm like, well, I paid $500, I don't know where you can get them for $50. I bought mine for $500 because I don't change my feelings toward it. I love it, I don't nickel and dime greatness, and this stuff's greatness, So that is another Gigan, and he's a Marson. And 2005 or something. But I had one of him recently. I think I sold him in one of my auctions, and he was black. And I really liked that, but I don't know. All of a sudden, one day I had these together, and I was like, man, I love that black. But this one's got so much cool color on him, and the shine was so much better on this one. So I wound up with him. I let the black one go. It's the way it goes. Well, I guess this is the same as this, but really when you look at them, they look like completely different figures. And I know that happens a lot with when you talk about color variants, man. They don't even look like they're the same mold sometimes. I know the toys I make, I paint the same figure totally different, and people think I sculpted a new figure. And that's pretty impressive, you know, because you're like, man, just a paint job, it just changes the whole thing. But you know, Godzilla's just part of growing up for me. I just grew up with it, you know. I mean, it's just part of my you know, I watched it all the time. We'd be on VHS, you know, popping it in. And before that, you know, what was it? Was it Saturday afternoons? They had the Shock Theater, you know, where they had all the old horror movies and stuff. And man, there was nothing better than looking the old TV guide, and you're like, man, dude, they got a Godzilla marathon. Something I talked about, you know, like how this, like, you got Prime Video, Prime on your, which is so cool because I've seen movies I can't imagine, you know. I mean, and it blows my mind. And y'all know I'm an aspiring movie maker, so I'm always wanting to see something new that blows my mind. And so, you know, but there was something so cool about not being able to watch it when you wanted to. And when it did come on, it was like, you know, I mean, you know, you took your breath away, you know. So I guess it's the same way with like ordering toys online or something, you know. And I guess that's why I like a lot of the really oddball bootlegging. And I love, you know, handmade toys like I make, you know, from other people, because it's like, man, I got the only one. I mean, yeah, he made 3 or 4 painted like that, but they all look different. And that's the one, you know, it's so unique. It's really exciting. And vinyl's like a lot of that. You can tell that, you know, so many of them, there's just little variations that's so cool. There is Marmot, I think. If y'all can't tell, I love the Marmot Company. I think it's wonderful. I think they're the probably the greatest. I love Buddha no Hana. I love Marathon. I love M1. I love so many of those companies, but man, Marmot just does it for me, you know. They all do it for me, you know, but that Marmot just something special. Well, they have the Para Babies, which are my favorite all times. Even more favorite than Buddha no Hana, which that's saying a lot because I love Buddha no Hana. That's a little Marmot finger puppet. I guess a 2-finger puppet, or a big finger if you got a big old finger for that right there, or something else. Anyway, then you've got a little Marathon Mechagodzilla, and another one. I had just every Mechagodzilla ever made. I had them all, bar none. I even had the old stuff. Had the rocket firing one from Bullmark. I had everything. Bootleg ones, everything. But, you know, time goes on, and you got to decide what you're going to keep and what you're going to sell. And so, life don't always give you the option either, does it? Especially when you quit your whole life to become a toy maker. You know, life don't give you an option. You got to sell some stuff. So, anyway, this is awesome. He's a little bit dusty from the old shelf because I took him down, I put him up. But wow, is he cool. He's a Marmot, but man, look at that Megalon and look at the sheen on that back. And colors are a little dark for me usually, but there's just something about him. When they golded him up, it hits me just the right way, and that's all it takes, right? Another one of my absolute favorite sculpts and one of my absolute favorite Hedras is the old pink bear model, right? Bear model, yes, pink bear model. Man, do I love that sucker with those, look at that little shots of green in through there and the yellow. Looks like he's got a snotty nose. Man, that is sexual dynamite right there, man. That is great stuff. I love that thing. Got me a little, now when it comes to these little guys, I got, I've done some little, I got lots of little suckers. This is a little flying, glow-in-the-dark Megalon, you know, and he moved. Look at that. It's beauty. I don't care, man. I usually, like I say, I like some paint thrown on my stuff. And probably I'd like a little shot of paint on that one right there, but he's still beautiful, even just the way he is, you know. Got to take him the way he was made. This is a M1. Yeah, I knew we had some M1s floating. An M1 Titanosaurus. And I don't know, man. I just, call me crazy. I love pink. I love pink, man. Too much Miami Vice as a kid. I don't know. Actually, it was funny. When Miami Vice was hot, here in Texas, kids still didn't wear pink shirts. No. So my brother, he would wear a pink shirt to school, and I would just be cringing embarrassment. He's 4 years older than me, but still, and he didn't care. He didn't care. He loved it. He's gonna wear it. He went and bought really nice pink shirts. He'd wear them to school. It's the craziest thing. I was still scared to wear pink shirts. Now, shit, I'll wear them. I'll wear them pink shirts all day long. Anyway, but I just love it. Anyway, I got these little Morrison Gargantua figures. One of the best little sculpts they've done, especially him, Sanda and Gaira, or what, I can't remember. Sanda and Gaira, I think that's it. Anyway, love them, and my very favorite ones are the Vinyl Paradise ones, which I have, but love those. Another great little Parababy is that little Godzilla. No, Mechagodzilla. See, he's got the stuff shining through, his metal shining through, so he's already been damaged a little bit, and he's a little marmot, Parababy. Love that set. I had every Parababy set. I think back on what I had. I just wish I could have done videos back then and showed y'all all that I had. It was just amazing. I don't know. This is in the back. I don't know if this is Toho or not. Guilala, X from Planet X from outer space. But anyway, isn't that neat? A big bright yellow one. And again, most of the time I'd like a little paint, but there's something darn sexy about that just yellow right there. I like it. I like it a lot. So there's another yellow. That's a little baby Titanosaurus candy container. And most of all this stuff's from the 90s, the late 1990s, early 2000s. And that was when I was really after Toho stuff, hot and heavy. Another baby Titanosaurus, and he's in glow in the dark. Anyway, super cool. And here is an even babier little Gigan. And you love him. And then a little the Mysterians. My brain fried. So there you go. Anyway, I was doing good with names today too. Anyway, there's a little one of him, drill bit nose. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Really cool. I love those little babies. I love them. I wish they were painted, but they're glow in the dark. I understand. And then this is one of the aliens from, is it Mysterians? I can't remember. Anyway, one of the little aliens, little Toho marmot guy. Anyway. So anyway, that covers, that's the batch that, of course I got more, y'all. I got lots more Toho. I got lots more, of these stuff. But that covers enough for a nice little video to see some junk, some stuff. I call everything junk. I don't mean it. I sure don't mean it because I love this stuff. Anyway, big game tonight. And massive amount of toy making I have to do tomorrow and the next day. And, and then back the next week's on construction of the toy factory. So, busy dude. Anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I'll post it, and we'll make some more hopefully soon. Thank y'all. Victory.